Hi, hello, and welcome to yet another episode of IPL Tidbits with Gully Cricket. And today we have our usual suspects over here, Manas and Shas. Hi,
Hello.
boys. How's it going
Hey.
today? Festival?
Yes, yeah, yesterday it was there.
All right,
Today
all right.
also, yeah,
So I hope it's a holiday, right, for a lot of
yeah.
people. And they're all looking forward to a superb day of cricket. But first, okay, let's talk about the day that was. That was Wednesday. Manas, tell me about this, okay? 13 runs needed in 25 balls for KKR. Okay. And from there, they somehow managed to screw it up and they lose 6 wickets for 7 runs in 3.5 overs. And then they go to that, what is it, 6 needed of 2 balls. So, what is happening there?
Yeah, this is mainly due to two reasons. One is the Sharjah pitch, which is obviously if you want to score a lot, you have to score in the power play overs and not in the death. And second, it's because of I think DC's lethal death bowling. So they have been brilliant at the death right from the beginning. And yeah, there was a bit of hiccup for KKR in the end. And I think five of the batsmen were stuck at zero in the end, like when you see the scoreboard. One
Yeah.
of them being not out. Yeah, but then there was Rahul, so luckily they won the match. Otherwise, yeah, the middle over batsmen need to step up in every game. Otherwise, we have seen other teams how they lost because of the middle over.
Hmm.
So they need to step up their game in the final at least.
Yeah, it was crazy, isn't it, Shash? Because like I thought, what the match was going to be over and done in 18 overs. Okay, so I thought like everybody would be planning to go
Yeah.
home and do this. But I mean, talk about that meltdown. Okay, what was going through your mind when you was watching it?
Well, it was just crazy if I have to, put it that way, because I've never seen something like this, where a team being in such a dominant position, almost throwing away the match. I think, like the Shah Rukh Khan thing came like link, I would say, because Rahul is his name and Rahul is a very popular name in Shah Rukh Khan's movies. So I
Right.
said, Rahul, naam to suna hoga. So, he sort of saved the day for the end of KKR. But, it's, I mean, they did manage to get over the line, but then I'm not sure what frame of mind it will put them in the finals, because that shows that the middle order is quite weak, apart from just the top order firing. So yeah, I mean, Delhi almost snatched a victory from the
Victory.
jaws of defeat.
Yeah. And it's like, and we're talking about a middle order of Morgan, DK,
Yeah,
Shakib Al Hassan, Sunil Narayan. Oh my God. That was
these are all
crazy.
seasoned campaigners.
Exactly. And thanks to Rahul Tripathi. Okay, I mean, not often do we hit a hat trick ball for a six, isn't it? Because hat trick
Mm.
balls are meant to be played out, but the situation was like that. Okay, and it was against a smart bowler as well, Ashwin. Okay, who was bowling and crazy match, but in the end, the Kolkata Knight Riders prevailed and they are into the finals of IPL 2021. So Manas, let's talk more about that match. Okay, I mean, from the bowling point of view, it was a familiar template, wasn't it, for KKR? The spinners coming in, choking the batsmen, sucking the life out of the middle order, and then restricting them to a low score. So on that note,
Yeah,
they're doing really well.
yeah, definitely. Like even after getting hit in the second and third over, once Varun came into bowl, immediately he took the wicket of Prithvi Shaw.
Right.
And even if they they scored around 17 runs in the third over, I guess. But at the end of the power play, Delhi had just 38 runs on their scorecard.
Mm,
So uh, again, like I mentioned, the power play overs are very crucial, and if you can manage to restrict them to 38 in the power play, then
mm,
obviously you got to a great start. And after that, nothing seemed right to for Delhi Capitals, and they just kept throwing their wickets. And even Simran Hetmar was looking in great touch,
mm,
but unfortunately a run out. And yeah, if not for those last few knocks, then DC wouldn't have got to such a competitive total.
mm.
But yeah, we should also appreciate Ashwin's bowling as well, because in the last over, giving it to a spinner is always a risky bet. But he was bowling it flat so that the KKR batsmen need to hit it hard to get score runs, and eventually two of them even succumbed to his deliveries.
Mm.
If not for the power hitting by Rahul Tripathi, then of course they wouldn't have won the match also.
All right, all right. I mean, the bowling was good. The spinners were really, really
Yep.
good on both sides as well. And we knew that it was going to be a competitive total, okay? Because like we've been watching the matches for the last 15, 20 days. And Shash, talk
Yeah.
about that opening partnership, because we all know that ball tends to come on a little bit easier in the first a few overs. And talk about that opening partnership between Venkatesh Iyer and Shubman Gill. I think that pretty much sealed the game.
Yes, I think they've been doing this on a consistent basis, like if you see, and that has been one of KKR's strength. And it's always imperative that on a pitch like that, you capitalize on the power play, as Manas mentioned. So I think they're doing a pretty good job over there. And I think Venkatesh Iyer is just getting impressive game by game.
Mhm.
He's facing some of the best bowlers when you're talking about Delhi Capitals, and he doesn't seem overawed at all by the pace or the experience or anything.
So walking down
So
the track to Rabada and hitting him for a
yeah,
six.
so this definitely shows this guy has some serious talent, and also the audacity to hit a bowler of his caliber like that. So yeah, I mean, Shubman Gill, we've all seen how he's done well for India in the short time that he's played. So it definitely augurs well for the Indian cricket, in the future, that we have a list of certain left-handed opening options like
Mm,
Devdutt Padikkal, Venkatesh Iyer, Yashasvi Jaiswal, and
mm,
also Ruturaj Gaikwad also you can add in that list as well.
definitely. Shash just completing that bit about Venkatesh Iyer. So he was asked about I mean, he's been added as a net bowler, okay, in the World Cup squad. Okay,
Mm,
they asked him about that before the match. He said, "No, what? I'm not even thinking about it. Yeah, happy,
mm,
but yeah, not thinking about it. You know what? Right now, I'm just focusing on one match.
yeah.
Okay, and even after the match, he said, no, not worried too much about it, and just concentrating only on the final. You think that attitude is what makes Venkatesh Iyer who is it?
Yeah, I think he has that sort of carefree type of attitude you might see, uh, while he's batting, he's never overawed by the reputation of the bowler or anything of that sort. And I think that is what he's able to succeed because of that. And it's good that he just takes one game at a time, because it's very imperative to live in the present. And because you got an India call up, you'll be spending time with
Hmm.
people like Kohli, Sharma, Bumrah, and all these people. It's very easy to get carried away. But I think he's having his head on his shoulders, and he's just concentrating on one game, which is good.
Yeah, so I really liked it, Manas, when Harsha Bogle asked him, "Are you going to go back to writing accounts and stuff?" I said, "No, I think I'm here to stay." All right,
Mm.
yeah, he
He has
definitely
written enough records in while playing for KKR.
KKR in the last 7 matches,
Yeah.
and that's a very good turnaround for them as well. But to conclude this, Manas, DC was clearly the best team in the tournament, right? I mean, they were looking like the best team in the league phase. I'm sure disappointing end. They lost 3 matches continuously with like 1 ball to spare, 2 balls to spare, and all of that, right? I'm sure like they would want to reflect back on that.
Yeah, as an RCB fan, I can feel their pain coming into the playoff for the second time and uh, choking. So it will be definitely a learning experience as well for Rishabh Pant, and he may not make the same mistakes again. There were like a bit little
Hmm.
mistakes he made in the playoffs, so hopefully he'll take care of those and play responsibly as well next year. Or maybe if Shreyas Iyer is the captain, then Rishabh Pant may play freely. He has not played that freely as a batsman this time.
Hmm.
So
Correct.
yeah, and going into the auction as well, they may pick up some. I think every team will be looking at strengthening their middle orders, because most of the teams have failed in the middle overs only in this leg of IPL at least. So yeah, it will be an important thing, the auction next year.
Yeah, but Shash, fair enough. Delhi, though they were the best team, they got 2 chances. So you can't really say, right? It's a semi-final, one bad day. So they got 2 chances. So fair enough for them. A good campaign.
Yeah, I think if you talk about the initial stages, I mean, like the first, I don't know what you call it, the league stage or whatever, they were
Mhm.
clearly the better team compared to others. But yeah, I think they just didn't turn up on the given days, because T20 can just be a matter of an over, and they just couldn't win the key moments in both the games. So I think even in the last game, If that got to 150, it might have well been a different scenario.
Mm.
So yeah, they're a young team, and it'll be interesting to see what combination they go with next year.
All right. So a wonderful season for the Delhi Capitals, but a disappointing end. But Kolkata Knight Riders, they have turned this season around on their head. Okay, from going from 2 wins in 7 games to having one shot at the title, and today a raging KKR against, you can say, a settled CSK, the final. So, boys, excited about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So before we go into that match preview, right? I mean, just want to ask one question. So to both of you, so what happened when CSK and KKR met in a final the last time?
KKR won it.
Yeah.
So this is the trick question. Okay, they met in a Champions League final.
Oh.
2014, and CSK won that. Okay, I know.
It's a long time back, man. I mean,
yeah, 2014 that was. Okay, 2012.
was that
they
in
met,
South Africa?
I don't remember. I don't remember. But,
In India, I think I went for one of those matches.
yes, I think it was Chinnaswamy.
Yeah, I went for CSK versus Lahore, so I remember.
Okay, okay, all right, okay, all right, okay. So coming to the preview of this match, Manas, okay, it's a fairy tale story for KKR, isn't it? I mean, if somebody is shooting all the dressing room talk, okay, I'm sure if they win this match, it's going to be released as a documentary. Okay, something like the test or the last dance or something.
Yeah,
right? So they would definitely want to win this and make it as the most memorable experience of their lives.
I think they already have some YouTube series on their past victories. But yeah, this year KKR has had one of the best turnarounds, and earlier as well they have had 2 in 7 wins, but they reached the finals and they have won as well.
2014,
So,
correct?
yeah.
Mm.
So, and another fun fact is that KKR has a 100% win percentage in the
finals, right?
So, and CSK on the other hand has only 37, I guess. So
3 on 8, right?
Okay. So, and more importantly, KKR is going in with such great momentum. The openers look in fine touch, and there's no ground where Iyer has not hit a 50. So, adaptability is not at all an issue for the KKR team. We have debated so much on adaptability, and being in Dubai doesn't matter, I think, for KKR or Iyer. So, one of the greatest comeback you could say KKR has had, and would want to watch the documentary if it releases.
Yeah. If KKR win, KKR would want to, what is that? Win this and make it a memorable experience. But Shash, coming to the Chennai Super Kings. Okay, so we all know that they turned around their season from last year to this year. Okay. But one good thing for CSK is they seem to be a settled side, isn't it? Because they know exactly what is the role of each player, who is going to drop anchor, who is going to go for it, who's going to bowl the middle overs. I think that is a good thing for CSK, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they played quite well in the league stage, except for the last few games, where they lost. But I think they sort of ironed those flaws in the first playoff, where they did put up quite a comprehensive performance, where they won with, I think, 10 balls to spare, chasing a total of 170 plus, which can not be that easy, in a playoff game. So whatever problems that they had in the middle order, I think that seems to be, coming through with the inclusion of Robin Uthappa, who did put up a pretty good performance last time around. And I think Raina, he was replaced in place of Raina, right?
Right.
If I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, things seem to be falling into place. And all I would say is it's going to be a great game, because I would say two evenly matched teams, like both have like spinners or, good pacers as well in the side. I mean, I seriously cannot predict a winner because the last time these people played in this league stage,
it was
went to the last
finish.
ball. Yeah. So that's how exciting it was. So I would say two evenly matched teams. The person who holds the team who holds the pressure in the key moments is going to emerge as the winner.
Exactly. I mean, that's exactly what I feel as well. So if you take the openers, right, both the teams' openers have been their strong points, right? And I mean, similar with the bowling, I think probably KKR has a edge in the spin bowling department.
Yeah.
Okay, with Varun and Narayan, but
Yeah.
CSK has other things because Dhoni was the missing piece in the puzzle. and
Yeah, he seems to be getting a little bit of touch.
so one match, but still,
Yeah, that's what.
it looks like, you know what, the giant has is awake again, and all those things. Okay,
He
so
also has a good strike rate in the finals, around 150, and
Hmm.
average of 30 as well. So maybe he can
right,
score some
so
runs today.
as they say, right, so the three-time champions taking on the two-time champions. Okay, but one good thing is CSK are like 9-time finalists. Okay, but
Yeah.
and KKR has won every final that they have played, and both teams are led by World Cup winning captains, isn't
Mhm.
it?
Yes.
And both teams, the captains are out of form. So, so I think it's evenly matched in every sense of the word. It's a Friday evening, folks. It's a festival over here. So have fun and enjoy. So coming to the contest, okay. So I don't really have chits because we got only one right prediction
Ah,
before the time that I closed. Okay, I had entries, and that was Deepak Agrawala on Wednesday.
Oh,
Congratulations, Deepak. So we had a lot of predictions for Shubman Gill and
hmm.
Akshar Patel and Dhawan and all of that. But
After the match, I was checking in. Only one Iyer was shocked at that.
right. Okay, yeah. So after I close the predictions, so well done, Deepak Agrawala. Congratulations. Remember, this is going to be the link to predict the man of the match for today's final. And more than that, enjoy the cricket, folks. Enjoy the festival, and we will see you tomorrow with the winners. Cheers.